Hi, everyone. My name is Mark Benschop, and on this straight up segment, we're going to talk about the agenda of the PPPC. And when we say the PPPC, we're talking specifically about the installed PPP regime in Guyana. And the objective of the PPPC regime is pretty obvious. It is not to govern, it is not to govern in the interest of all Guyanese. That is because every day we see the evidence, the amount of evidence to convince all Guyanese and those who are not Guyanese that the only interest of the PPPC, that regime that was actually installed, because they have never won the 2020 March elections. They didn't win it at all. But that's another subject that I want to talk about maybe very soon, but not just yet, not today. I want to talk about the racism of the PPPC. The racism is so blatant that every single day we see that they're going after persons of African descent. In other words, they're going after Black folks, Black businesses, Black civil servants. They're persecuting those individuals. They're terminating their services, whether in whatever ministry. We have seen over 1,500 persons have been sacked from their employment. Majority of those persons are persons of African descent. And that is no lie. It is there every single day. Any regime, installed or otherwise, that has such an agenda to ostracize one set of people because of their ethnic persuasion or maybe their perceived political affiliation is wrong. And the message must be cleared. It must be sent with immediate effect to the PPPC that the people of Guyana have had enough of this sort of daily victimization, daily oppression, and persecution of individuals, mainly of African descent. We have seen it. The evidence is so much. Just recently, look at what they have done to Mr. Trevor Benn, a man who has done so much to transform in a very positive way the Guyana Lands and Survey. No sort of allegations of corruption against that man. And look, we're seeing what they're doing to business people as well. Black business people, suing them. It's a form of discrimination on the part of the PPPC. And they're doing this on a daily basis without any shame, none whatsoever. That is because Guyanese people are silent. They are quiet at this point in time. But there is an ant's nest. There's a boiling pot. And hopefully we don't reach to the point where that pot is boiled over and the hot water is going to spill all over the place. That is not going to be nice for the country. And we don't want to reach to that point. Hopefully, good sense will prevail and the PPPC will stop their victimization, their persecution of persons, mainly persons of African descent. This is not to say that other folks who are not African, of African descent, are not being victimized and persecuted and so forth. Oh, yes, it is happening. Even a lot of the PPP supporters are being victimized as well, but they're afraid to speak out. We saw what happened with those six counselors from the NDC in Rosignol. They spoke out. They are fed up of the PPPC and the dictatorship. But because they are afraid of the victimization. Hence, they were forced to take back whatever it is that they said and to make it appear as though that is not what they meant, when in fact we all know that that is exactly what they meant, that the PPPC installed regime does not have the Guyanese interest at heart. They're racist, they're oppressive, and their agenda is not a democratic one. Their agenda is not to unify Guyana, despite their BS about the one Guyana, whatever it is. They're not sincere about that. And at some point in time, Guyanese, all Guyanese, will have to wake the PPPC up in whatever legal way. Mind you, you have a constitutional right to stand up and defend your country, defend yourselves, defend your communities in a legal and lawful manner. Think about those options. You'll hear from me again tomorrow. God bless you, and God continue to bless that beautiful country, the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. Thank you.